Show me your true colors, girl. I just wanna see. Cause I done had too many come around and change on me. She's screaming, please don't waste my time. I say I totally agree. Good morning, Jan. Good morning, John McFarland. We're gonna let a few people spill off in here like milk on the floor. You understand? All right. This is gonna be a short doohickey. You understand me? I see that I can't see myself that well, so hold up. I got this fancy equipment I don't do shit with because it don't even take all that. Ooh, figure me. Ooh, figure me. Man, what the hell? What the hell, man? Can't y'all see me, man? Ain't got no time for that. I done throw my watches away. So, since we're acting like we're in high school, I want to dedicate a song to Scott H, Q, Tiffany Marie, Chase 423, Aussie Insider, Scam and Alley. Woo! Let me put the little cock on it right here. Right? Hold on. Ain't got no time for that. Here we go. Some of this is my, like, you know what I'm saying? This is my guy. So we're going to listen to the song that I'm dedicating and then we'll move right on, okay? What up, man? All right. All right. All right.
They asked me if I'm real. I said, yeah, you sleep. My daughter gonna love this picture. All my diamonds shine, cause they really diamonds.
Y'all listen to this shit.
Do you think I'll never need you, love, more than you need me? Show me your true colors, girl, I just wanna see. Cause I done had too many come around and change on me. I'm screaming, please don't waste my time. I say I totally agree. See, girl, I'm fine with that. I done gave my watches away, ain't got no time for that. Asking where's my heart, good luck finding that. How long could I see her? I don't think I'm still timing that. Think I'm still timing that. Pretty deep with a nice demeanor. I'm in a rush, it was nice to meet you. Collar shirt, no elongated tees. Cheaper to be yourself, ain't no wrong way to be. Accomplished a lot. I came from the block, ambitious in the trenches. I got a long way to reach. Sorry if I was offensive, but not at all. You gotta pardon me at times. Okay, problem solved. When I hear the word, can't take it like a challenge. I don't understand why the hell I can't have it. Help me understand why the hell I can't have it. I was blessed with a swag and I ain't bragging. Insecurities get covered with designer fashion. If I'm not intimidating, tell me why you bashful. If you're not feeling what I'm saying, sorry for the hassle. But if you leave here with me, it'll be fantastic. Do you think I'll ever need you, love, more than you need me? Show me your true colors, girl, I just wanna see. Cause I done had too many come around and change on me. She's screaming, please don't waste my time. I say I totally agree. See, girl, I'm fine with that. I done gave my watches away. Ain't got no time for that. Asking where's my heart, good luck finding that. How long could I see her? I don't think I'm still timing that. Think I'm still timing that. Relaxing and pillow fighting on the sofa. Now that I'm my main focus, though I was hoping. Pull your hair, kiss it soft while you bending over. After that, we can shower, then I can hold you.
All my girls on YouTube.
Having deep conversation, and now you open. Pretending that I was asleep while you on the phone. Listen to you tell your girlfriend how strong. Only that it was a fool.
I already know. Mind blowing.
Phone ready about to go. Issue rolling. Playing poker, no cards, no hands exposing. Rest in peace, hold the slim. Slow motion.
Kicked out of everywhere.
Expose you.
Kicked out of everywhere.
Show me your true colors, girl. I just wanna see. Cause I done had too many come around and change on me. I'm screaming, please don't waste my time. I say I totally agree.
Woo! Okay. Mr. Gates. People like, man, hold on. You said that's your boy? That's my boy. What you tickety taboo? You understand me? You understand me? Huh? Hold on. That's my boy. That's my boy. Hold on. Hold on. Ugh. Ain't that Kevin Gates? Huh? Ain't that him? That's Kevin Gates. Okay. Oh, wait. Who's that standing next to him? The dirty white boy. So, she's screaming, please don't waste my time. I say I totally agree. I could stroke you on the couch and now you're open. Well, but treat all y'all like my ladies, man. So what we're talking about here this morning, y'all, is the actual true to life motherfucking me science of catching all these goddamn me donations on a web like your Black Widow. Figure deal me. Here we go. Let me get right into it. This is what happens when you take money in the way of donations offline. The IRS ain't got no time for that. Trying to find them taxes. Good luck finding that. Oh, shit.
A lot of people don't know this, but the best way to make money with Amazon in 2021 is not by selling physical products on Amazon like everyone thinks.
I sip coffee, handle shit horribly, right? Oh, I handle shit horribly in the morning time. I handle shit horribly. I fall off every morning, but I get back on.
I don't have any lights set up there or anything because this video is just going to be straight to the point. And
what's the point?
The title. It appears in financial fiscal year 2019 last year, the taxes that you and I submitted this year, and currently active during this year 2020 that will be on the taxes we submit next year for 2021. There may be some mistakes on what PayPal submitted through 1099s, and even if you don't have a 1099, what PayPal has.
We're not just talking about some 1099s. Like, you started out looking for little girls, and now you're filing fucking tax paperwork. Oh, boy.
Recorded. So, here's the situation. I received 2 emails within 2 days of each other. I want to guess this was about a week ago and about 5 days ago.
This for Scam and Alley, Aussie Insider, anybody who fucked around and touched some money, right? I mean, it really stands to reason that you don't have any fucking clue about what's getting ready to happen to y'all, right? Tunnel vision like a motherfucker. Tunnel vision like a bitch. Y'all couldn't even get the proper authorization to do that shit, right? So what did? You did it wrong the first time, didn't ask for permission or forgiveness, and then you just took her face off the shirt. Oh, summertime collection. That is raw. We're going to go from this to Jody Sue Strong after this, y'all. So y'all hold up, man. Good luck finding that.
ago. And they said that they had gone back through their taxes. They paid a CPA to kind of audit their own taxes. Nothing from the IRS.
Yeah, we start looking for little kids. Then we got to hire a fucking accountant, right?
And that the amount of sales they actually did on eBay, all with PayPal, no managed payments, all with PayPal, were $40,000. I'm just making a number.
Well, we're way above that, Rockstar. We got a young lady who's on the accounting team. She told me they're up around 70 or 80.
An idea, 40 grand. But the number that PayPal had reported on the 1099 that was actually submitted to the IRS was $46,000.
Oops, did you hear that? He done $40,000 worth of sales. But he had to pay in $46K. Stay on my heels, follow me.
There was a $6,000 plus discrepancy. And I said, are you sure? Are you 100% positive you didn't mess up QuickBooks or your GoDaddy or whatever you use or your spreadsheet? And he said, no.
Are you guys 100% sure? I was told by Aussie Insider this morning that she saw the receipt for the billboard. Well, let me tell you what. Cam told me he stood in the parking lot with the guy from Lamar and Chase 423 and PayPal'd the money. You sort of get a receipt from PayPal or from Cash App, but not the kind you can take anything back with. Hoo-ah.
He realized something was weird, and so we went back, and he downloads, this particular gentleman downloads his eBay invoices and eBay sales records, just like I do every month, because you can only go back 90 days. But he downloads those as a report to an Excel spreadsheet every month, just like I do. I use it for sales tax purposes. So
let me tell you right now, ironclad, 1/3 of the money that Q Carlock has raised is taxable. Right? Now, I have a lot of dum-dums in the comments all over the fucking world saying, Benny, it's a donation. Well, guess what, homeboy? It doesn't come in as no donate. There ain't no donation button on my fucking Cash App or my fucking PayPal, right? Yeah, you donate it to someone that's going to pay tax on it. Fuck you mean?
Purposes mostly.
I feel it coming on. I gotta twist this around for aerodynamics.
PayPal reports once a month. He just goes in, he selects the dates, transactions, and hits download, and it's pretty quick. And he has it. And he doesn't typically have to use it. But he went back and he did item by item by item. And he sells 4 or 5 items a day, 6 items a day. Nothing crazy, but enough.
They done sold $80,000 fucking dollars worth of merchandise. Ha ha ha.
That's 150, 200 items a month. So to go back through the year was like 20.
A month.
2,500 transactions. But him and the CPA did it. And let's say he sold an item for $15 and there was 80 cents in sales tax. They literally created a sheet and recorded every sale, $15.
These fools are getting fucking papers signed with fucking Crayolas and shit. And they ain't doing no spreadsheets. Fuck you mean.
There's $13, $18, $17, $20. And then they recorded the sales tax next to it. And the reason they did that is because we all know that they started collecting that sales tax and then taking it back out. And none of us were really sure if they were going to report that sales tax on the 1099 to show higher income, which apparently they did, at least in his case. So when they did that, that's how they came up with this number. And then the 1099 that he received from PayPal, which you can download right on the website.
I want to see that fucking 1099. That's the receipt. Right there. Not any fucking shit that they're going to show you off of a phone or any bullshit they can print up with some Photoshop. The fucking 1099 is the receipt that we all are demanding to see. I don't want to see no bullshit Q Carlocks over there with her fucking... Man, fuck that. Show that 1099. Somebody's going to see it. Rap View, you said in the comments the government wasn't going to do shit. I beg to differ.
Was 6,000.
They want that fucking third point. $3
higher than even the number that he had, including his sales tax. If he removed the sales tax, it was even further off. And so that's a huge problem. And he reached out to PayPal and said, hey, this is not correct. You told the IRS I made $46,000, and I only did $40,000 in sales. So if I tell the IRS what I have on my sheets and they see the 1099 in the event that I get audited, they're going to think I'm lying and that I lied on my taxes.
Oh, they fucking lied. Not this
and
people's
that
people,
was
but
just a couple
our
days
people,
ago,
they fucking lied.
They are still working on this process. So a couple days later, I received an email from another longtime viewer of mine, Mike, thank you. And he stated the same, that he had a discrepancy of a few $1,000s between his actual earnings and his PayPal. And I didn't have a good answer for Mike because I said, hey, look, I don't know. I went off of the 1099. So here's the problem. This is two-sided here. When I do my sales for my accounting, I do it just like the first gentleman did it, and I think Mike probably does it similar. I put my numbers into QuickBooks when an item sells. So at the end of the day, Kate might go through our 10 items that we sold today, or 8 items or whatever, and she's going to report each one of the items with the total. And we do put the sales tax.
We'll substitute Kate out and put Q in. So Q.
Tax in because it's coming into our account. So we're accounting for the sales tax. And whatever that is what I actually sold. If the 1099 is different from PayPal, that's a problem. And here's the reason why. Well, for obvious reasons, but when I go into my taxes to actually file the taxes, I input the number that PayPal has put on the 1099 because I know that's what the IRS is seeing in the event.
This is me being helpful right now. What are you doing, Benny? Is this about summer? This is me helping the dumbasses figure out what they got to do. They don't even have to Google it. All they got to do is hit the notification from me, come over here and watch this complete entire video, and they will escape prosecution on a federal level. We're talking about 70K here. Whoa, 70K? Do you know what a third of 100K is? 30K? Wowzers. We're looking at, let's see, about $12,000 in tax we're looking at there.
Of an audit. I don't put in what my number says, even though my number may have been correct and the PayPal number may not have been correct. I didn't know that, and I'm not thinking that. And so I'm just like, oh, my QuickBooks number is 50,000-ish. I know about what I've made, right? I'm like, oh, well, I make, $4,000 a month in sales or $5,000 a month in sales on this account.
Or $70,000 in a 48-hour fucking real methy-looking marathon.
And so this 1099 should be 50 grand or 60 grand or whatever it may be, right? And I know that my other one may be 70 grand or 80 grand or what have you. My Shopify should be 100,000. And so I kind of know what those numbers are, but I don't know exactly. And I just go off of whatever that 1099 is that shows up to the doorstep. And if my QuickBooks says 52,000 and the 1099 says 56,000, I don't even really notice it. Like, to me, it's just, okay, it's numbers, and I put them in, and I take my deductions, and then...
Now, we're talking about a man that has a car that looks just like this on the table, right? So that little bit of money ain't shit to him, right? He's running legitimate business. I mean, he's talking about paying fucking taxes on his fucking monies that he's... Like, this is the deal. If you meet someone on the street and they hand you 70,000 $1 bills, and there wasn't no tax man in the middle of that, you're all Versace, you're Gucci, Fendi, Prada, right? But in the event that you tie this old some gun here, you tie it on down like shoelaces, right? They're on your helmet. They're on your fucking helmet like a fly.
Number comes out that I owe the IRS. So this is a huge problem. And
fucking right, you ain't lying. It's a fucking huge problem.
I don't know, really what advice to give you guys, because hiring a CPA to go through it line by line or even doing it yourself.
Hiring a CPA at this point would mean you'd have to cut into the donation money. Did you preface all of this by when we get up there around 70K, we're going to dip back in and take 12 of it for taxes and another $2,000 for an accountant to fix this fucking forensic mathematical fucking nightmare on Elm Street? Fuck you, me. I love y'all like a fat kid loves cake.
It's very time consuming, especially if you even just sell 3 or 4 items a day. That could be thousands of items. Remember, 365 days a year times 3 items a day is over 1,000 items. Do I recommend you doing it?
I totally
For
agree.
last year, for the taxes you've already submitted, maybe not. It's going to be hard for this year because we don't have a 1099. But I would say my best advice is to make sure you have very, very accurate dime by dime sales records.
You fucking right. You are right, sir. I had a shirt like that. It's called English Laundry. That one is hideous, but English Laundry make good gear. It's up there by it's up there. It's couture.
Records, and in the event that you get an audit for 2019, you can back it up. And if it is still a mistake,
audit? Well, Benny, what's an audit? We ain't dealing with no audits down here. Oh, you're about to, my boy.
This year on the PayPal side, obviously, if you have managed payments, make sure that you separate the 2 sets of transactions, like first half of the year, second half of the year. But
do you even know how to separate them? Or do you just have a mess of fucking cash apps in there? You know what my grandma used to do? My grandma, she used to make me write thank you notes to everybody that sent money to me in an envelope. When you open the envelope, when you're like these people's age, but operate on a much lower elementary level, like when you open the receipt, like listen, the receipt. You open up the card from your people when you're little and you're like, that's what you do, right? No, not in my granny's house. Boy, you better sit your ass down and take all them letters and write each person a thank you letter. Yeah, we've lost all of our good home training, haven't we?
Just be cautious and be observant and make sure that you are, whether it's QuickBooks or GoDaddy or your own spreadsheet or whatever it is, make sure.
You want to know what's crazy about Q's merchandising store? She has to buy, if she wants a fucking shirt, she's got to buy it from herself. She ain't got just a bunch of these shirts sitting around. That's a service. She don't make shit. I mean, manufacture nothing. She doesn't even know when people order the shirts other than just the ding of the Cash App. Come on, man. Come on, man. If we knew better, we do better, right? This is how you know. You ever seen somebody? Check it out. I was counting money one time. This was years ago. I'm telling you, it was years ago. Man, I was counting a bunch of money, right? And my homeboy, he looks over at me. He's like, Benny, bro. Like, he was counting real slow. And then he'd like, he'd have to go back. He was like, Benny, bro, because see, the way that I count the money is I'll take it and I flip it over like this and I pinch it and I just like you see in the third world, right? Like you can fly through counting money like that. And my buddy is like, bro, you've handled a lot of money before. And I was like, this ain't a lot of money. Well, I said, I have handled a lot of money in my younger days. So you can even tell by the way people handle money if they've ever even handled a lot of money, right? You see somebody that just gets shock and awe around 20K on a table and they're trying to count it up. Like, man, that's a lot for a lot of people. But when you sat down and counted and handled a lot of money, man, you handle that money differently. It's like watching somebody that don't know how to swing a hammer build a house. You're sitting there, you're watching them. If you've ever built a house or, pounded a nail in the board, you're looking at this fool, you know what I'm saying? He's handling this hammer like it's completely fucking alien to him. Like he's hitting the wrong nail. And when I mean the wrong nail, I mean this nail. Not this nail. He's hitting this nail. Like completely clumsy with the shits, right? Yeah. It looks like these folks would have a hard time counting cash money on a table in front of them, right? Like it just wouldn't work, right? No pen, no pad, no pencils, no erasers, just fucking rubber bands and a bunch of dumbasses doing 1 + 1, right?
You are keeping track line by line, item by item, price by price, sales tax by sales tax. Hopefully this is not a widespread issue. This may just be a glitch that happened to a select few people. It could be a glitch that happened across the platform. Who knows? I'm going to reach out to PayPal. I'm going to tweet at them. I'm going to email them. I'm going to call them. And I am going to do a line-by-line audit of like January and then February and then March and see if I can. Let's
get a line-by-line audit. But, I want to see that fucking 1099. I want to see that goddamn, and I said G-O-T. I didn't say G-O-D. G-O-T. I want to see that goddamn 1099. What? I want to see that bitch. I mean, ma'am, I want to see it.
Come up with any kind of discrepancies. The great thing about the 1099 that PayPal sends you when you get one is it shows your month by month by month 12-month breakdown. So it'll show in January you did $6,000 and in February you did $7,000.
And then the weekend of the 14th and the 16th, you did $80,000.
So I can actually work it 1 month at a time to see.
I mean, it's impressive. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking away from these folks' hustle, right? I'm not taking away from these folks' hustle, right? I used to have a hustle too, but I just smartened up and went legit, right? So the idea of a hustle, let me tell you something. The idea of a hustle is you don't leave no footprints in the sand, homie. Y'all backwards hustling. Y'all went straight to the hustle that has strings attached all to it. Oh, boy. Yeah, shoestring hustling. Just tied to it, right? Just can't get away from it, right? But also can't do it right. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I made a mess. Let's proceed.
See if the months line up and where there are mistakes. If not, every month, 1 month or 2 months were messed up or all of them were messed up. So that
it's just going to take one weekend to fuck up a whole bunch of people's shit. Just this last weekend, like the one we just had looking ass.
That's the route that I'm going to take. Now, I've got a lot of transactions, 2 stores. It's going to take a while and it's going to kill me, but I don't have a lot else to do right now while we're selling our house. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise. I'll find out what I can find out for you guys, but honestly, it's just a bad situation if it happened to a lot of people. And we're just going to have to hope for the best, have good records. And if something happens to the tune of an audit, then your records will have to be, what sticks. And you'll have to be able to fight that with PayPal and not the IRS. Because the IRS is only going to know what PayPal told them. Hey, PayPal told us 46,000. You said 40.
Oh, put some 16 ounces on because it's going to be a brawl. It's going to be a brawl in Brooklyn, baby.
You're going to have to show us. And then you're going to have to produce those records, which having those invoices and sales records downloaded month after month from PayPal and eBay and whatever is a really great way to back up.
What the fuck part of this has to do with anything with Summer? What it has to do with is paying some greasy, low-life, fucking meth-injecting, kiddie porn purchasing, soliciting a minor for the procurement of sexual gratification. Like, that's who we're raising a bunch of this fucking money for, right? We ain't raising it for nobody in the church because they don't need that money, right? Let me tell you what, before the science of reward, they actually probably found more kids, right? Because when you got greedy motherfuckers sitting there watching the numbers go up, man, look, guess what? If they make it through this last weekend, which it's over, right? We can clearly see that whole fucking conundrum is it's like a snake eating its own head. We wait another 3 days and it'll just completely devour itself, right? It'll just be a little tiny tail and a piece of head with a tail sticking out of it, right? That's what it is, right? But let's imagine this thing was a roller coaster. Let's say it's a locomotive even, right? And you're just you got guys back there just pouring the fucking coal to it, right? And you're just running downhill, full throttle in the red, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if this shit was a thing that happened every fucking weekend? And these people know, okay, well, hey, last weekend it made it up to 70, right? This next weekend, I'm hoping we can raise yet another $70,000. So shit, by the end of this thing, we ought to be looking like we can move to fucking Beverly Hills in this ditch.
Your claim. I do it. I go to
Have the only house in the Beach Creek area with 5 fucking stories on it, right? 2 swimming pools, you know, a bunch of Dodge truck diesels with big fancy rims and airlift kits and, you know what I'm saying, off-road shocks and, you know what I'm saying, just fucking, what was it like fucking Talladega Nights, like fucking hillbilly heaven, you know what I'm saying? Like just waste fucking 500,000 of shirt money on fucking scratch-off tickets and fucking meth pipes.
eBay, my eBay, I go to solds, like under the selling section, and I go to paid and ship. And at the first day of the new month, so on November 1st, I'll select all of October and I'll download that. There's a little button.
We ain't got that problem, right? We just got to select one weekend. One weekend. That's it.
In the right corner, it says download or export to Excel or something like that. It changes all the time, but download that. And also underneath of your seller dashboard where they actually have your invoice, it gets sent to you too in your messages. You can
Oh yeah, it does.
that.
Show that shit. You got money coming in from every fucking way. That's why you don't even know how much fucking money is around. That's a good problem to have, right? They say you're not making money until you go to sleep and wake up and would have made money while you were asleep. That's when you're making money. It's making money when you're not working, right? And let me tell you what, they're selling the American dream, right? Selling the American dream. See, we have this culture in America that when someone dies or whatever, like we like to put them on a t-shirt, right? Like it's a few of us in here that knows about that culture to like put them on a t-shirt, right? Well, that culture, it's slipped over here in the most negative fashion, right? Like, let me tell you what, I could show you my closet and I got about 30 shirts with my homeboys on the front of them, right? They didn't buy these shirts. We didn't sell these shirts. We amassed these shirts to give them away, right? We amassed these shirts because sacrifice is the real ministry, right? When you are in your community and you are sacrificing for a greater good that's bigger than thou own or thou selected gang of very, very limited capacity, intelligent people, right? Like all these people together don't seemingly make up one high school graduate. If I'm lying, I'm crying, and I ain't shed a tear. Not this morning, right?
Then you can go to PayPal once you're, if you're still on PayPal or had PayPal before, and download the PayPal transaction report. Then you've got all 3 of those. You don't need to do anything with them necessarily. We do now for audit purposes.
Oh, they do got to do something with that. And I'd be interested to know, you know what I'm saying? I've never just messed with a bunch of money with a string on it. When I messed with a bunch of money, it didn't have no string on it, right? So I don't even know, like this shit that they're accruing right now, is that for this year's taxes? Or are they going to evade those next year? See, I don't even know, right? Like, I touch paper money, right? I touch paper money. Ooh.
But normally I just download them and keep them. I use them for my sales tax. It kind of helps me with that. But, just having them, even if you don't use them, is great because when this comes up, now you've got something to back up your story of 40 grand versus $46,000. So hopefully this isn't to scare anybody. Hopefully this helps you to be aware of why it's so important to keep good records and tax and accounting. Even though PayPal is a $1 billion company and eBay is a $1 billion company and all these companies are multi-billion dollar companies, it doesn't mean they're not prone to glitches and making mistakes. We all know that. It's obvious. So you have to look out for yourself because nobody else is going to look out for you. Having a CPA is great, but even a CPA isn't going to be able to uncomfloggle this mess.
Even a CPA can't unfuck your situation. He can just tell you how fucked you actually are and tell you what federal penal codes would apply.
If they don't have these invoices and these records to, cross-check the numbers. So without making this video too much longer, that's where we're at. I will dig into this. It could take days or weeks, so just stay tuned. If I hear anything else, I'll let you know. If any of you have personally experienced this, or you're realizing it, you've audited yourself, or if you've contacted PayPal or been contacted by them, or if you've noticed your 1099 being different from your sales numbers, please comment below. Let us know what your experience is and what action or results you've gotten out of PayPal, or what kind of response you've got, because this is all new to me in just the last week and 5 days. Otherwise, I'm going to start digging into this deep, because as we get to the end of the year, I need to know the solution for filing taxes in 2020.
That's just for his private stuff. This is a public deal, right? So hold on. Oh, we oh, Ho Chi Minh, Ho Chi Minh. Check this out. Show me your true colors, girl. I just want to see. Cause I done had too many come around and change on me. She's screaming, please don't waste my time. I say, I totally agree.
According to Forbes magazine,
Good
an
luck
online
finding that.
bookkeeping business is the most profitable business you can start. And the best part is, anybody can learn how to do it.
Starting
All you need is a
January
computer
1.
and a free piece of software. Hi, I'm Bill Von Fumetti, and I've helped over 1,000 people start and grow online bookkeeping
Check this out.
businesses that allow them.
Now check this out. This is a damn shame. Hold on. Let me open another one. This lady's African American. Who? She sure is. And you know what? You know what? She is an attractive lady. She's an attractive lady, right? If that's all I ever saw from her. Physically, she's very attractive. My wife, I like darker skinned women. That's my flavor. I've dated many black women in my life, and she is, she's super fine. She's cute. I don't know about fine though, but so she's African American. Y'all in the chat. She's African American, right? Somebody put yes if she's, I don't want to be wrong. Is she African American? I mean, she's fine. I mean, she's cute. Is she African American though? She African American? She's all right from behind. Thank you, Bless. So she's fine. She's, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you what. Fine. KK will tell you. When we say fine, what we mean is her shape. Doesn't have nothing to do with her face. I can't see her shape. So her face is pretty. I can't say she's fine, right? So, so she's African American. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yeah. I mean, I could tell she got a shape. She has a shape. All right. She got a shape. Well, they've updated it, haven't they? This is new. Look at here. They've got an avatar of her face on there now with Summer Moon. Wow. They doubled down. Wow. Holy shit. They did that. Whoa. So let me tell you about the Jody Sue collection. We all know that's on here, right? We know about Jody Sue collection, right? Where we at? We know about Hoo-Ah. We know about shit. They got that's 3 different sets of designs now. But did you see? Hold on, wait. I didn't even, it just hit me. Look here. No Chase 423 shit, is there? Hell no, it ain't. There ain't no Chase stickers. There ain't none of that shit. So what? Did the campaign work? I believe the campaign worked. Somebody told this bitch, move all that shit off of me, bring it down. Holy shit. All right, so damn, it's a whole revamp. It's only 1 page now. She took all that. Wait. Mackenzie Strong. Who's Mackenzie? Is that Mackenzie is the next that's the next solicitation, ain't it? Say their names collection. Holy shit. Or it's a sub, maybe. Holy shit. You gotta be fucking kidding me. We want answers. John Q has cups now. Wow. John Q. Carlock. Wow. Look how she put their names together. That shit don't even look cool. Like it's dumb. Like you should have just made, like, whatever, right? I'm not going to do all that. But so Q squared, I get it now. John Q and Q Carlock. It's Q squared. That is fucking gross. Let me show you something real quick. Oh my God. I hope, dude. Man. I knew this was going to be a 2 blunt ride. I should have just fixed 2 in the front. This shit right here. Q squared. Okay, no, I lied. There it is. Oh, okay. But they did. Look at that. They updated them. Look, 4-2. Is he a cop and in the Army? Holy shit. This is a quadruple down, my boy. Boom, 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 boom. Holy shit. Holy shit. They doubled down. Look at this old Valor stealing shit. You know how real shirts look, right, Q? Like the white isn't in there. So you cut all that white out and you just have the bear by itself with the badge. This is some old, like, boy, what the fuck? This is some, like, shade tree shit. So let me show you something. Q. Oh, boy. You shovel. Oh, my God. You fucking tool, you. Let me show you something. So Q, whoa. So Q's an African, attractive African American lady who y'all check this shit out though. Hold on. Where did it go? Where did you put it? Hold on. I gotta look real quick. Hold on. Y'all just wait a minute. I got to show you this shit. Okay. Hold on. Wall tip. All right, hold on. I got to email this to myself real quick. Hold on. Because it's not just doing it like that. Hold up. Hold up. Check this out, y'all. Yeah, I'm shining because it's really diamonds. They ask me if I'm hot. I say, as you say, got money on my mind. Say, really, 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 really. All right, so we had that Jody Sue Strong shit, right? This Jody Sue right here, right? Hold up. This lady here, Q Carlock, right? Hold on, let me make sure I'm showing this shit. I'm not. Look at here. This lady here, here's our African American queen, right? Right? Listen to this shit. So you know Q Carlock, she's got a Jody Sue Strong collection, right?
Guys, okay. So I forgot Ice was coming out for us. Whatever, some other shit. So these little bastards are getting sneaky. And there's a clan pop-up tonight.
Say it ain't so. A clan pop-up? Did you tell your homegirl, Q, that you was gonna be involved in that you was involved in the clan pop-up? Hold on.
I knew the stickers and shit ain't coming in here. They weren't.
How many fucking KKK stickers were there? Holy shit. Like I can go through, like actually I went through 42 years of my life and never seen a KK sticker, no fucking where. And I live in the South, right? Where I see the rebel flag, but I ain't seen no KKK stickers.
What a fucking coincidence, but...
It is a fucking coincidence that all the KK stickers in the world ended up in your neck of the fucking woods. Whatever.
Anyway,
yeah, whatever the fuck, whatever, Jody.
They're just starting to roll in.
Roll in where? See, when I say roll in, it means to my motherfucking house. Hey, yeah, roll in, slide up, pull in.
So, if anybody wants to join me, you have about an hour to get ready.
How the fuck does she know exactly what time? She says, be ready in about an hour. Well, I mean, if I see a bunch of people just coagulating in the street and they all got a racist, anti-Semitic, gesture on their back bumper, how the fuck am I to know when if they are meeting? Right? How do I know that they're to be ready in an hour? How the fuck would I know that?
Meet me. As long as you can keep up in the fucking woods. Stay quiet.
Doesn't this lady have a whole fucking list, a slew, a plethora, a young harem of health issues? Now, I know that this is a little while back, right? I understand that. But she's saying you got to keep up with her in the woods.
And no.
What the fuck you trying to do? Build a clubhouse?
Not be a baby. So, if anybody wants to join me, can wash off real quick.
Why the fuck we got to wash off? Wash what off? Our sins?
No perfume.
Perfume. So it's an anti-perfume KKK party. They just like their women smelling like dirty banana peels in musty cardboard boxes and shit that got grandma's books from her house. And we all know how grandma's house smells when you walk in that motherfucker, right? It smells just like your attic in your own house. And you wonder how the fuck grandma's house just smells like a whole attic. And then you go to grandma's attic and it smells like what you think the inside of her house should smell like looking ass, girl.
No lights, as long as you can keep up in the woods in the fucking dark, more than welcome to come.
Boy, what you got? You got a trout line? No flashlights? Like, who the fuck are you, the predator? Like, you can see in the night? Like, your eyes glow?
So, anyway.
Man, what kind of shit you want to make you see in the night and run through the fucking trees without hitting right directly smack into one?
Got about an hour to meet me.
Or less, maybe, right? Because sometimes when someone says about an hour, that's about a 10-minute shade each way. You can go 10 under, 10 over. Most people, they're going to generally err on the side of being over because most people just ain't got their shit together in real life.
Yeah. Anyway, just message me, text me, do whatever.
Hell yeah, don't send me no kite. Don't send me no smoke signal. Like, I want a string attached to this anti-Semitic behavior. That way, later on, when the fucking poverty, Georgia poverty law, or the NAACP want to come down there and start identifying you hate mongers, you've got a connection to the top. Starts with Jody Sue in Voldemort and evidently moves all the way up to the top. What's that guy's name? What's the top racist in the whole world? I don't even know. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, and
let me ask you this: it ain't even no black folk out there for them folk to be hating on. It ain't no Mexican folk. It ain't no Native American folk. It's just dumbass Caucasian white folks just hating for no goddamn reason. That's what the fuck that shit is.
Yeah.
They go out there to practice where there ain't no black folks that can see the shit and try to stop it, because we know what happens when black folks beat white folks that like to put certain kind of bumper stickers on their cars and shit, right? Like, is that the reason why a whole bunch of racists ain't got no front teeth, right? You ever seen a picture of a bunch of racists? I have, on the internet, and a bunch of them motherfuckers are missing the fronts. You know what I'm saying? All the ivory in the front just shedded.
I'm sure you know what might not happen, etc. So
I'm gonna take that as this chick never thought that this video was gonna be seen this far down the road, because I'm about 3/8 through with this one. This is the second one. I kind of forgot what the fuck she said, but I know it was shocking.
etc. So
I missed it. Cause I was high. So be
prepared for that. Anyway, yeah, just message, text, do whatever. I'll be leaving out here shortly as soon as I get back home. Rinse perfume off myself.
I'm just still confused about why in the fuck we can't have no perfume. Like, are these like KKK werewolves? Like, are you trying to? Are you trying to do some fuck shit but not leave a trail for a dog to come back to? Oh, sorry. Here I was being funny and not even using my investigatorial mind. This bitch don't want to leave no scent. That's sophisticated shit. Because let me tell you what, you want to know why I don't do crime? Because I smoke squares, right? If you smoke square cigarettes, boy, don't get involved in no crime. You want to know why? Because I'm going to do shit like this. And then, like, I might hit the cigarette and go, I'd have left all kinds of DNA on the ground. That's why I don't commit no crimes. I fight with these right here any day still. Ask my wife. But that's just, that's old Texas boys defending our honor, our families, right? This is some extra sophisticated shit. Like, I'm assuming that, you think that if you leave a trail in the woods, they can follow you all the way back to your house. Anyways, you do know that. So I guess maybe it's not as initially sophisticated as the fuck I thought it was, because if you're out there in the woods and them motherfucker, you don't get in a car, bitch, the motherfucking dog is gonna walk right back the same way you went, right? Like the same, you could you could try to run your name, Jody Sue, spell it in the way you walk out there in the woods, and them dogs gonna follow JODIESUE, and then right back to the house and sit down at the door and go, burr, 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 burr.
Cover up, etc. So just miss.
I don't know, man. You know what? Of course, domestic violence is not okay. It's never okay. But when you have one anti-Semite beating on another one, I believe, look at her. If she can run in the woods, that woman was hitting on that man. I believe that man's probably smaller than she is. So, hey, I guess it swung both ways, right? You got like one of them old kitchen doors in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Remember when they used to, when Will, he used to walk through that bitch and it would swing, right? So it, you know, you could get hit by either side, right? That's what's going on there, right? And they're in an anti-Semitic relationship, seemingly. I didn't put this together. I didn't put none of this shit together. Squaw tit. You know I love you, mama. Here we go. Let me tell you what. Squaw tit was getting death threats. She's in the chat right now. Read that shit. She even said someone was gonna die over it. So, what I want to know is, what the fuck were y'all doing in the woods? Because you heard a scream, but you didn't call no police. You heard a scream and you didn't just immediately run and try to see what the scream was, even though you and your children in the cabin had fucking identified it as the kind of scream you identified. It wasn't like you said the day you made the fucking interview about the scream. It wasn't like you said that you had just realized it was a blood-curdling scream the day you were getting interviewed. You identified what kind of fucking scream it was back then and didn't call no police. So who the fuck hears shit in the woods that's, you know what I'm saying, peculiar? Who the fuck hears shit in the woods that's peculiar but doesn't call it in? This one right here. That lady right there. I'm not saying she had nothing to do with Summer, but what the fuck I want to know is guess what? The person that would be responsible for, let me move this shit down a little bit. The person that would be responsible for taking this little girl also would be running through the woods and also probably would be trying to hide their scent, because you don't need a vehicle. Allegedly or hypothetically, you wouldn't need a vehicle to run across the fucking road from where you live at to the wells, right? You or JD, you wouldn't need a vehicle to do that shit. You would just, like, you know what I'm saying? What would be the point of that unless I gotta stop saying you, unless whomever done it put them in a vehicle and took them around and then brought them right back? I don't know, Jody. But let me tell you what. In the beginning, I said when we had this emergence of this red Tacoma, did I not tell you that whoever possesses a red truck and some of the other attributes that it would take to make up an abductor is who we would be looking for? Because we had absolutely nothing nailed down that said it was a Tacoma or it was this or it was that. Like there was some talk of Tacoma. Let me tell you what, I'm a pretty smart guy. Don't we know that the reason why everyone's looking at JD? Well, guess what? He owns a fucking red truck. He was doing a bunch of fishy shit on this lady's fucking property, right? We don't have a license plate, so it's okay and reasonable to assume, like what I'm seeing from this online community is you could have a whole bunch of trucks with a whole bunch of suspects all lined up like a race. Right? All of them having the same profile criminally as the real abductor. But because what the online community is looking for, let me tell you essentially what the dumbass online community was looking for in terms of this red truck. They were looking for specifically a Toyota Tacoma, specifically with a ladder rack, and specifically with some buckets in it. So you could have walked the line of all the trucks, and looked at every sleaze bag or every good guy. Well, I'd say sleaze bag, because if you had all the characteristics it took to make this happen, you're a fuckwad. So the whole line of fuckwads, and everyone on YouTube is going to walk past them looking for the Tacoma with ladder racks and no fucking license plate. Would it not be safe to assume that anybody in that area that drove a red truck and had a fishy fucking story also could be additionally and included in the talk about the red fucking truck.
You can meet me. You can go with. Just don't need anybody that's going to slow down in the woods and whatnot. So, anyway.
Yeah, you know, that's the main thing about getaways, is that they have to be swift. And that's the thing. It has to be successful, because the only way you can call it a getaway is if you got away. Otherwise, you just got hemmed. You got hemmed like church pants.
There's that. Just holler. Later, peeps.
So what the fuck we to do with this shit, y'all? I don't know.
The weather has been on and off and not been cooperating with us for the past few days. And look at...
What do you think, guys? I had already sent them to LE, TBI, private investigators. I did not plan on going public until I started getting death threats. From who? Why would someone threaten to kill my friend because she's trying to help? The only time you get threatened to be killed when doing this shit is when you're on to it, right? Hell yeah. When you didn't sniff them out from under the bushes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. When you sniff them out from under them bushes, man, shit. We got KKK. We got people now reporting streams. We got a bunch of this, that, and the third. And let me tell you what, the shit all comes from the same place. Ooh-ah. Yeah, squall. Like, man, slow to roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you, mama, but these people are fucked off. Like, these people live where they live because they can't live where I live. Right? They can't live where I live. A lot of people say, oh, it's tough out there in Tennessee. Man, I bet it is. I'm sure it is. I've been to Memphis. I got friends in Memphis. I got friends in Nashville. Like, I got friends all over Tennessee. But they can't do that kind of shit they're doing there where I'm at, because somebody would tear them off the muscle. All the way to the white meat, all the way to that yellow fatty stuff inside, like all the way, that part, right? So when it's like that, like, you got to go somewhere that will allow you to do this kind of shit, right? You can't do this shit. You can't do this shit anywhere except for out there. That's it. You dig? Three accounts sending them. I asked who the pedo was who visited her property at 125 Ben Hill, and she cussed and hung up on me. Then the threats. Okay. Okay. Why did she do that? Why? Why? You'd be like, Benny, you're all the way in Dallas. You haven't done shit. Ask the Wells what I've done. Go ahead and ask the Wells. Oh, that's not good. That's probably why she got mad right there, Squall. What does a pedo need to use the internet for? What the fuck is a pedo going to use the internet for? Procuring pornography. That's it. Pornography, prostitution, whatever. Pedo, you know what? A lot of these pedos, they got, look, you could be discharged. You could be discharged from parole, but you always got to register. And some of this shit is a lifetime ban from the internet or any place where kids could potentially be. Hooah? Yeah, man. Look here. There's some foul ass shit going on. But let me show you this real quick. Fair use, Don.
When the rain is flowing in your face,
Oh,
and the
spiders.
whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace.
Yeah.
To make you feel my love.
Boy, them boys are going to be hell on that football team.
When the
Look at them.
evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years.
Look at that. You could just see it in Candace's face. She's like, look at this motley crew. She's like, look at my husband. He's a bozo. And they're all ready to go. That's a good picture right there. I'm going to keep that for myself.
Make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind
Pretty good.
where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue. I'd go crawling down the avenue. There's nothing in this world I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love.
Ah, that's awesome. Yeah, man, that's awesome. It's awesome. So what have you done? What have you done, baby? It's not for me to say what I've done to be helpful. It's not for me to say what I've done to be helpful, right? I can't tell you what somebody else thinks about my level of helpfulness. I can't. I can't rush to the internet and say, oh, I've been helpful, Benny. What have you done? Who told you you've been helpful? Are you the kind of person that would also donate money to a cousin or a brother or a sister that had a crack problem just because you'd rather see them not suffer in the moment, but overall don't even see that you're enabling the shit to perpetuate, to recycle, to circumvent? I could not tell you what I've done unless Don and Candace would have never told me. But they did tell me. And so you want me to tell you what they said that I did? I restored some hope. I restored some hope. I don't know how much. I wasn't greedy and asked, like, oh, how much? You halfway hopeful again? Are you a third of the way hopeful again? Are you 5% hopeful? Like, what is one shade of hopeful worth when you restore it? 5 grand? 10? Maybe 15. Gotta be 20. No, but hold up, here's 25. 30, 38, 41. Oh, but wait. We can run it up this weekend. We can really run it up this weekend. We can make sure that the sleazeball, slime bag, meth shooting, child porn watching motherfucker that lives in a fucking shack and studies the KKK and meets up at rallies in the woods and shit, we can make sure they get the money. And we can make sure that we really set up some real some real degenerative legacies with just a little bit of money, right? A little bit of money goes a long way out there, right? I'm not making fun of the demographic. I'm keeping it fucking real. And if you don't like it, kick stones, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about this channel. I don't give a fuck about no views. I don't give a fuck about no fucking comments. I give a fuck about y'all. And I give a fuck about that kid and that family. And I also give a real fuck about justice. Because without justice, none of this. Without justice, they could come around like in Iraq and cut our hands off if we made a bad comment, or we went against the government, or if we got caught with pornography. Like, that's their justice. We have a different brand of justice that's safe for the people, right? Now, you know what it's starting to look like to me? It's starting to look like that I put my money down in the right spot in the very beginning, because I'm an American, and I fucking know, because I've been locked up for shit I didn't do, and I've been locked up for shit I didn't do, and I've been locked up for shit I did. All right? But I can walk this street. I can talk to them police. I can do anything I want, right? Anything. So is it kind of starting to look like potentially that the Wells family is the nicest family on the block? Who are? The nicest family on the block. I'm starting to look like if I knew that it was a 500,000 people on the internet wanting blood out of the side of my neck because my daughter's missing and they think that I did it, boy, I'd find a closet as far away from all of this shit as I could get, and I would lock myself in it. I'd say, fuck this internet. I'd say, fuck all that shit. I certainly wouldn't be making no trips nowhere. I wouldn't be meeting with no Benny. I wouldn't be making my own channel, and I wouldn't be showing you my dad. I wouldn't be doing all of that shit if I had something to hide. I wouldn't admit that I was involved in some stuff when I was a kid. Don't you know the whole fucking internet was running with all that shit about the SA? And don't you know all I did was step in for a minute? Can anybody remember that? Stepped in for a minute, and then we remember Mary texting Don and saying, hey, if Cher don't do that live tonight, you'll get your piece. What happened? Cher did the video, and Don still got his piece, didn't he? Why? Because we don't negotiate. We don't negotiate. Yeah, y'all remember that, right? And then you remember how Chris M admitted that he had talked, I think it was 5 days, he said, I could be wrong, had talked to Mary and all them far before he had even came to see Don. Why? He came in with a crooked narrative, right? He knew, I would say this, right? So if you're driving in a car and the seatbelt don't work, which is safety number one, there's a backup, and it's called a fucking airbag, right? So this is what happened. Fairly certain, because he gave us the food, he gave us the pieces to put together. And I put them together, and you guys know that's what I do is I put shit together. I don't take it apart. I put it together. He had went and seen, or not went and seen, he had talked to them girls, and he had videoed some shit with them girls and made up that whole essay plot before he came over here messing with Don and Candace about Summer, right? So then he let Don and Candace say their shit. And then what he did was he used statistics against them. Yeah. Most situations like this are, statistically the bio family, right? Well, 124 days, Cash App gang, pop out. After 124 days, these folks they're making trips. They're going to see Benny. You understand me? And they got a YouTube channel. That ain't the behavior. That is not the behavior. You know what I'm saying? Casey Anthony, does she got a YouTube channel? Like, did Darian Brown have a YouTube channel? Like does Orrin and Orson West family, do they have a YouTube channel? No. These people could not be any more transparent. So again, I circle back. Benny, what have you done? Told you. I showed you. I don't have to tell you what I did. Good evening, Yvette. Do you understand what I'm saying? From merchandising to little girl avatars to having 3 different sets of merchandise to fucking around with cash app billboard money and paying yourself back in donations and all of this shit. This ain't even shit that sucky real life criminals do. They're looking at what's going on online and they're like, oh man, what's there to be fucking jealous of? What's there to be jealous of? Tell me what I can stand in my garage and holler as loud as I fucking want. The neighbors ain't going to do shit. And if somebody online does, guess what? They pull up right here. And then I come out and I just say, First Amendment, and I'll be right back over here talking to y'all and they'll leave. Right? Hoo-ah. Or you can call the CPS and they'll take your call and then type us up a letter that says closed by administration and then just send it to us a few days later. We don't even hear from them. They know, right? You just inconveniencing me with that shit. They know I smoke weed. They know I have a loud opinion, but they know I'm a good fucking dad and I'm going to get shit done, right? You know what you could have done? Instead of donating money to buy bullshit unauthorized merch, you could have kept your fucking money, prayed to Jesus, and reached out to Don and Candace like the rest of the fucking world that's good and gave them what you had to give them here, and it would have meant more. It would have meant more. Do you think they're worried about the fucking reward? No. It's you people online that want to feel accomplished about sending money to enabling some. What up, fam? Sending something to enable. We're not going to enable a fucking businessman to come forward with information he's been holding all this time. What's the preemptive word of all that? All this time. Somebody who's on the fucking up and up, like, oh yeah, I seen a red truck, man. It was speeding away, fishtailing down the road. I don't know what was up, but yeah, man, it looked suspicious. Goddamn me. That's what we were looking for, right? So now what are we actually doing? Hold up. In my ply shit. What are we actually doing here? What are we doing? We think the Wells did something to the daughter, right? So who we raising reward for? Huh? We raising a reward for some scumbag who knows Don and them to make up a lie or to tell the truth? I don't know. Right? Is that what we're waiting for? Snakes. Your heart pumps cold. Cold. And it's about this big. For real. That's some real sour cheddar cheese shit right there, boy. Y'all can't even see it. That's scary, right? Now you see, I gotta put it together like a model car for y'all to see it, right? It can't be like this. Is Scott H a pedo? I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I didn't report it. Somebody else reported it. Right? So if he's wrong, I'm wrong. I'll come on here and say, guess what, man? Hey, Enchanted Life Path, he was wrong. Now that doesn't admonish or abolish my part in it. But guess what? We're talking about people that are fucking around with money, and then another guy that maybe he was confused. I don't give a shit, but he's a pedo. So that's good company to throw together. I don't care. Right? If I was on the street and somebody said, hey, bro, see that dude over there? Man, that's that cat, bro. He done this, that, and the third. Get him. Boy, I'll be on you. I'll be on you like crust on bread. I'll be on you like buttons on a polo shirt. Boy, you understand me? I guess what? I'll be wrong later on. Real shit. Yeah, hey, I'll be wrong later on. Hey, I'll take that one. That's misdemeanor activity, right? But so miss me with that part, right? If you don't show your face, my boy, you got something to hide, which makes it extra read all about it. Oh. Hail Caesar. Hail Caesar. Hail Caesar. Hail Mary. Hail Mary. Hail Mary. But these fools, they hail Hitler. Hail Hitler. Hail Hitler. Y'all are wild, man. Y'all are wild in all the Yellowstone National Park. Boy, there's some wild, that's a wildlife sanctuary. And you fools are topping that intergalactically. Man. So you start talking about motives, right? Well, who has a motive, Benny? Who would have a motive? What is motive, sir? Motive is something that motivates somebody to do something else, right? So we've got a property, right? We've got Don's dad, and he's unfortunately he's having some health issues, right? We pray for Don Senior, right? And ask for that man what we would want for our own fathers and our own grandfathers and uncles and so forth, right? But that property, right? That property is what is it? 11.2? Is that what it is? Now, the real estate market in Tennessee isn't what it is everywhere else. So that 11.2 with the house, which a lot of people online say, like, miss me with that too, right? A lot of y'all are living in somebody else's house talking about Don shit, or you're living in a fucking apartment, or you live in a house that's got this much yard. Like, this man has a sanctuary for his children to grow up on, but it's also a motivating factor. When you've got people, we know how families bicker when someone dies. We all know how 18 kids want a piece of one Rolex and shit. So you hand out a couple of links off the band to everybody and you just smash the clock. What up? Right? I don't own the rights to that music. Right? Like, you just, come on, man, spend it while you got it and leave nothing. If it's going to be a situation that it looks like people are trying to fight over, Don's family members' shit. Right? Like, man, come on. I don't know. So there we are, right? After 122 days, it is very safe to say that anyone that you think you're going to pay with this reward unless they were, they would have to be in a coma and then wake up and say, oh my God, she's still missing. I remember she went missing. I have the key. Here it is. That's the only acceptable reason for why someone would hold on to where this little girl is at for 122 days. And we think more fucking money is the thing that's going to pry it out of their brain. Can I get an amen? More money. More money is going to make the crook talk, right? It's got to have. You're fucking right. I've been wrong all along because we're thinking about the kind of backwoods sleazy motherfucker that would take a little girl. Like, yes, they're right. It is going to take a lot of money to get that, right? Because a lot of money is the only thing that's going to make a dumbass say, well, fuck it, I did it. I might as well, have my daughter go in there and claim, have my daughter come in here and say, yeah, my daddy done it. And then we get the money and then the whole family got to all the money, right? That's what we're doing, right? You got me fucked up. Like burning water. Shit, man. I can't do this shit, man. They should have never extended it, man. For what? They should have never even fucking started it, man. You don't pay greasy meth ball child abducted motherfuckers to tell you something that they ought to tell you for free. Fuck you mean. You understand me? I wish I would know a motherfucker who done something to that little girl and then is just waiting on that money, boy. First time you take your eyes off of me, it is night time. You understand me? Night. It's nap time. And then I'm going to drag you by your hair to the police station like this fool here, man. Hey, get him a lawyer with that money. You understand me? Like I'm through with this shit, man. $70,000. Man, bro. In one weekend, hold up. This is my player partner, Mike.
How y'all doing?
Bro, in one weekend, they did 48 hours on live. And they was raising money. They were selling merchandise, bro, with the little girl's picture on it that they didn't have permission. So they got caught up in the scam by the merchandise site, and they took all the merchandise off. So they made new merchandise that didn't have her face on it, only her name and different shit. Then today we look at it and they updated it again. And what they did was they made an avatar, bro, that looks like the little girl. And put that, it's the creepiest fucking shit, bro. It's like, bro, you know what I would do to somebody? Like say the neighbor right here, bro. Just say I catch him one time with my son's face on his shirt. And I walk over, I'm like, hey, bro, you got to come up off that shirt. He comes up off the shirt. Then the next time I see him, he's got a shirt with my son's name on it. And I'm like, hold up, bro. You got to come off of that one too. Then the next day, I see him with yet another shirt, but it's got a picture that's the exact likeness of my son on his shirt again. What am I going to do with that, bro? I'm about to punch you down. Pinch. I'm about to pinch you down. Pinch you down. Yeah, man. Hey, pinch you down. Bro, that is some pedophile shit, right? What you're doing is you're peddling a little girl's likeness for money. Guess what you're gonna do? Hold on. Wouldn't it be some real shit if a kiddie porn watching pedophile meth shooting backwoods motherfucker came and got this money? Right? Follow me, right? And use that money to further his own shit. Oh, he can really ramp up because it's going to take a piece of shit that's not bringing forth the information to bring this girl home, dead or alive, after 124 days. He's a piece of dog shit, right? So what are we giving him the money for? We're giving him the money for more drugs, more little kids. You know what I'm saying? Furtherance of all his criminal activities and shit. That's what we're doing. Come on now. It's giving money to the crackhead. Here. It's giving money to the crackhead. Guess what? How do you know, Benny? Well, because if it was somebody from the church or anybody with half a fucking mind, they'd have came out the very second they got the information. They wouldn't have, guess what? They wouldn't have went and looked for somebody online number that they could call for a tip. Hey, let me send this tip to Aussie Insider and cracking cases. You know what I'm saying? No, they send it straight to the FBI, TBI, one of the BIs. BI. Man, the flu guy. I know you're talking about him. I'm going to do something about him. I got a whole, boy, look here. I ain't been planning something on the flu guy for just an hour. I've been planning something on this fool all week. And you know how that is. I'm surprised CM isn't on this one. Man, guess what? Guess what, man? In certain situations of discord, it's time to talk and it's time to be quiet. You mean when I be quiet, it's when the most is happening because I'm too busy to talk. Hoo-ah? Hoo-ah. Y'all, wait, hold up. Who hit the Cash App gang, man? I'm sorry. Who hit the Cash App gang? Shonda Salonda. I love you, sweetie. I love you, sweetie. Yeah, man. Hey, if you want to support the channel, man, I ain't fucked up. I ain't bashful no more, man. Like, I guess what? I put myself on the line with these police to come to my house, with these CPS people to come to my house. Like, man. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, bro. Like, man, come on. A lot of them do know. Like, if you want to support the channel today. I ain't mad at you, right? I'm not asking you to make a donation towards no billboard, towards no bullshit that I can sketch around some money. I'm still waiting to hear from Mindy Seagroves, right? I sent her a message. I got the $50 for her. If I don't hear from her by like Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll just send the money back, right? But that's what it is, man. Like, it's some of us out here. Can you switch to your phone? If I'm already logged in. Sorry, y'all. That's where it's at, man. Shonda Saldana. Sorry. Thank you now, Mary. Thank you, love. So that's where it's at, man. Right? Like, it's a lot of stuff going down. And you know what? They'll just keep on talking about Benny Keys, right? Because, my name tastes good, right? When it tastes good, it's just going to keep, off the rip, right? So I don't really want to go too much deeper with anything else I got going on. I got some stuff for the flute man. I'm looking at his ass like a oncologist. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I'm on him like chocolate on a donut. Jody Sue is a suspect. Everybody's a suspect. I'm a suspect. You follow me? I'm a person of interest. I'm not going to lie, right? I met up with the family. Okay. Could they have transferred some information to me? Some of these dumbass YouTubers would think, oh, yeah, for sure they could have, right? So you better believe now my name is in some shit, right? Like, there goes Squall Tit right there. At least 3 she knows. 3, it looks good a whole bunch of ways, right? You're the blank. Oh, Cash App gang. Where you at now? Janet Wise. Love you, mama. JW Designs. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm not bashful to ask for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went a long time and it ain't something I don't even need the money, man. What I understand now is that it's a currency. It's a love language, right? It's a love language online. People can tell you well wishes. And then there's some people that they want to be able to do more. They want to touch more. They want to reach out more. And I get that, you know what I'm saying? And I thought for a long time, like, it's like, I would see people that say, Benny, give me your Cash App. And I'd be like, no, that's good. And then I see them Cash App somebody else, and I'm like, I get it now. It's a love language. It's a form of currency. So I get it, right? Can I get your email? Can somebody put my email down for her? I'll tell you what I'm really trying to do. I've got a couple of cameras. I've got one that I need to get a new mirror in, but I've got another Canon. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to reinvest in a new camera, and what I'd like to do is do something where I could go and yeah, and also like go meet homeless people and start journeys with them where we can. Yeah,
I've been doing that shit. I've been doing that all type of stuff.
Not, it will be completely demonetized during that. It is just to show awareness, right? Like, and to show the come up, right? To show the scratch back, right? The scratch back is so like when you see somebody bouncing back, like, or you hear somebody bounce back, you just see them when they bounce back. You don't get to see the whole range of motion that these people had to go through. And that's the beautiful struggle. That's the beautiful part about the struggle, right? Like, the struggle needs to be televised. That's the shit that needs to be televised, right? Yeah, man, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. Hey, from now on, anybody that hits the thumbs down, man, I automatically know that that's how many people that watched my video that donated money to that bullshit. That's what I know. You're donating for the kitty for more drugs, for the person that's going to bring in tips on 124 days in. That's who you're trying to get more party favors. God damn me. That's what you're trying to do. More meth pipes. What do they call them? Incense burners, right? More syringes, more cotton, right? You might even get the water turned on at somebody's house with this kind of money. Shit, somebody might get the whole house replumbed. Fuck, you keep going on, they might get a new house. Shit. In a nicer neighborhood.
Where more kids are around.
Yeah, where more kids are around. They can move it on up. Shit. Oh, damn. Talk myself into Professor Mouth. Professor Clump Mouth. Holy cow, y'all. Stumble biscuits. I saw a video of a homeless family living on Skid Row. It was shocking. Yeah. Hell yeah. It is shocking, right? And the people that are on the fringes and the people that are marginalized, it's not because they wanted to be. I'm not talking about dealing with the people that are out there, hustling pocket change and shit, trying to make it double up. Like, that's not, no. I'm talking about the people that I find that are in the struggle and they stay on the move, trying to make something shake for themselves in life. That's the people I'm not talking about. I'm talking about somebody on the beautiful struggle up, not somebody that's got the why lie, I need a beer sign, right? Like, no. Not the why lie, I need a beer sign. Never that, right? Hell no. Mm-mm. Boy, you got to be missing a leg and be on the corner in a wheelchair for me to give you money, right? Or I got to know that you're disturbed, right? Like, I know the difference.
The military people that be getting out there, if you was in the military and you did some time, then you should be getting money.
Well, unless they messed up that opportunity and got discharged without, when you get a bad discharge, man, you don't get none of them benefits. A dishonorable discharge.
I took in homeless people in the store and I asked them that y'all hungry, y'all get y'all any food that y'all want to hear. They'd be like, no, I just want something. I just want a beer. I just want to black him out. I'm like, I'm trying to
hell yeah. The other thing that I want to do is I want to like video myself going to certain places where I know this is a particular demographic and try to give people rides to the AA and to the NA. Like
we could do that Thanksgiving. I made Thanksgiving food for them and make plates and then take it out there.
Yeah, there you go. Could you please get clarification from Don about the beds for the children, please? You know, unfortunately, Don, anything about the children, it's under a gag order, honey. You know that. I know the situation, but I can't talk about it. It's a gag order. I support the family. I support the process. And, you know, good try, though. No, it's not even like I almost slipped. Like, can't be nothing talked about. None of that. I didn't even almost slip. Boy, boy, I can't ever get off my square enough to slip up like that. And it's not even a slip up. What I mean by slip up is going against a gag order that I respect and support, right? Yeah. I mean, shoot, when they went to see the kids last week, Cash Out Gang, Casey Bozeman, I love you, sweetie. Casey, I love you, Casey. Okay, let me show you real quick. Where's it at? Don, let me show you here. You know, I'm all facts, no cap. Caps are for sodas. I don't look like no soda bottle, do I? Hey, I'm gonna put the paint where it ain't. I'm gonna put the paint where it ain't. Hold on. Hold that phone, Ross Clyde. Bumble Clyde, me boy. What you want? What you want? Hold on.
We can't really tell.
You say Don Wells? Yeah. I knew when they went to go see their boys.
We can't really tell.
That's the long drive back. I can talk about it after he does. Oop, my bad. I can talk about it after him. He said it. He went to see his boys. Yeah. Hoo-ah. Hoo-ah. She's asking about bed size for new ones. Again, I can't even I'm sorry. You go to Facebook, like, even though that's helpful, like for me to reply back to anybody about beds would suggest that I know something that I'm putting out there and I'm not gonna, I can't, I'm sorry. I can't I know that your heart is in the right place. Maybe look up Candace or maybe, look up Don. I just saying particularly, like, I can't even handle that kind of request, right? Like, so I hope you understand, right? It's common sense, right? Like, if I ask them about beds and then they reply back about how many and what sizes and all of this, like, then somebody else might get a hold of that information and then, might start trying. I get it, right? Like, if she's asked, just reply back to where you heard it from. I get it. I understand. I just can't say, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope you appreciate that. I'm just too gangster for that. I don't know you, madam, and you might be, they might give me a bed count, and that would suggest something to you to take somewhere. I'm not suggesting that you would, but that's what could happen, and that's how it does happen, right? Like, so I'm sorry. Thank you, Don, so much. I understand, JW. All right. Man, I hope that didn't come off the wrong way, like seriously, because that certainly was not my intention. My intention is just to protect the integrity of anything that goes on. Yes, that's exactly it. They will start speculating about, oh, this you need this many new beds. Does that mean this many boys are coming back? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Thank you, Rage. And I love you for that, Don. You're awesome. Hoo hoo, crazy train. Woo woo. You're awesome. Virtual hug. That one was for Dawn. Yeah, so that's, yeah, Dawn is awesome. Some. Where's her comment? Let me, yeah, Dawn is the truth. When they say that's that bitch, she just says, I am her. Ooh, I am her. That's that bitch. I am her. That's that bitch. I am her. Yeah, Dawn. Thank you, beautiful. Thank you. So, anyways, guys. Group is for helping families in need. Well, let me tell you what, Don. If you get that straightened out and you end up sending something to them, email me and I'll pay for the shipping. Okay, I'll pay for the shipping. All right. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn is the truth. She is the fucking truth. So yeah, you get that figured out and let me know. And Don is the Don. I don't understand why people have an issue with helping the. It absolutely does. It takes a village. But let me tell you what, rewards, we know the science of them. The layman does not know the science of reward money. And it's motivating, right? For instance, what's motivating to change littering policies in Michigan, Cash App Gang, and in Texas? Let me tell you the motivating factor. All they have to do in Michigan to keep the littering down is they put return 10 cents on the bottle. And that keeps them from throwing it out the window because it costs 10 cents. They give you 10 cents when you take it back. You go in the store and they got a machine that they put the cans in, and then it gives you a ticket and you go inside to where they sell the cigarettes and they give you the money. That's how it works. It's called a motivating factor, right? So look at the motivating factors, right? What's making something come back? Oh, it's called that Cali comeback. And it's only just maybe one or two that knows what that is. I mean, that straight drop. Yep. It's a straight drop. Yeah, Zena. Yeah. Right. So, Miss Dawn, you get that straightened out, and hoo-ah. What I'm certain how it works is your organization will be sending out the merchandise, and then you'll get a receipt. Then just tell me how much the shipping is, and I'll immediately. No, they're the one. That was the truck. That was a red truck. They go by and get all the junk. Oh. Yes, the machines are messed up, but don't you, Sweet Tea? They'll be back on eventually, and you'll have a young fortune. I grew up in Michigan part-time here and there when I was running from the police. Yeah, anytime I lived in Michigan for a while, It's because I was running from the police in Texas. Anytime I lived in Texas for a while, it's because I was running from the police in Michigan. Now I'm back home in the sweet D, and I don't got to run from nobody. Ooh, thank you, Miss Dawn. You're awesome. We should be holding them up right now. That's right, Silent Justice. Flint Town, Benny. Hoo-ah. Y'all, Calhoun County, Kalamazoo County, Wayne County. My kids, I got a kid in Calhoun, and I got a kid in Kazoo. Yeah. Cash App Gang. Kitty. 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 I love you, Kitty. Thank you. So, is there any questions? Maybe, I think it's just you, Carla. Is there any questions? Maybe. Have I heard back from Griff? No, not that I know of. And he has my phone number. Not that I expect him to. Like, I just want him to know that, I support his honesty, and, and I hate that, because what happened to him is the same thing that happened to me. And let me tell you what, by essentially the same people. So, I feel it, right? It fucks with your confidence, and, and I get it, right? Like, I went over and blessed Griff this morning with a few, muscle pumps and some likes, because he's clowning Tiffany Marie. I wished I could show you, but I feel like he would strike my channel. But he's going around his job site asking all the guys if his pee is out. Because Tiffany Marie, she said, "Hey Griff, your pee is showing." The female pee, right? And so Griff's going around all the guys. It's epic, right? Like, what's really, and I'm going to close with this. What's really, really, really nice is that before, when I had a resentment against Griff for, putting my mom's number out and putting my number out and all that. And then, of course, I went into that toxic thinking like, oh, now I'm going to put his information out. And you know what? God bless. He made me do it. No, he didn't make me do it. I fell into the toxicity. But let me tell you the sweet part about Jesus and resentment, right? I got rid of that resentment. Like, okay, well, you know what? I heard what Griff had to say. And let me tell you what, he was the bigger man first. Griff was the bigger man first. Like, salute to you, bro. You outran me, right? I was right behind you, but you really, and I know none of that was even for me. And in fact, I feel like you kind of talked a little bit greasy about me through some of it, but I really just didn't know how, I know that was all kind of not code, but the people involved knew. But I was looking at a man who was frustrated and who was completely immersed in his honesty. Completely, like Griff was drowning in his own honesty, and I was like, man, that's dope. And it was like immediately my God had relieved me of the resentment that I felt towards Griff, and I was like, wow. Now when I look at Griff's stuff, it's funny. Like when he, the different side of Griff, like Griff is a funny son of a gun, right? And so that's just kind of where I'm at, right? Like, it is what it is, right? But yeah, I'm gonna close off with that. Griff, I hope you have a good day, safe day. I hope all the rest of you have a safe day. I hope that Kitty and Janet, Shonda, KK, Josie, Faith, Elaine, I hope all of you have a blessed day. Leave it to Bieber. Oh, hold on. Where's Bieber? Is she already, did I already mod her? Yeah, already. Okay, I can't see it over here. There you go, honey. I think I did that the other day. So smash that like, man. I love all of y'all. right? I love Cam and Allie. I love all of y'all, man. But guess what, man? This stuff don't cost money to do. What you got to have is finesse. I got a lot of finesse. Let me tell you, I got I got a truckload of finesse and a trailer behind that I can pull along when I need to. I walk myself indoors other people get locked out of, right? I got finesse. I was born with finesse. I was always the little kid that could get another cookie when other ones couldn't. And I didn't have to steal it. I could just ask a certain way. But then as I got older, I wasn't afraid to take it. The asking just stopped. But I love all of you ladies. I love the gentlemen that are sprinkled in there too. God bless all you brothers and all of my queens. Like, man, I'm going to get back to the books, right? What we start off with, I want to see that 1099. I want to see that 1099, as I'm sure everybody else wants to see. Man, bring up that 1099. Y'all keep your head up like your nose is bleeding.